Okay.
Hey guys, it's Erin and Morgan back again with another tarot reading, and we're doing our lovely friend and classmate, Harper. Woo, Harper!
Harper came up with a couple of questions that I already wrote down. I have, what will my career be like? How can I maintain my relationships after school? And what kind of relationships should I maintain? Right?
Ooh, good
Yeah,
question.
for sure.
Okay, so first we'll do, what will my career be like? Okay.
Okay, Harper.
Look at that Erin original.
I know, I'm extra fancy.
So what decks are you two using now?
So I use my mom's deck that she gifted to me.
Mine it's a deck by Necro. Here's the little thing. It doesn't have like a name, it just has like the artist.
It's very Erin.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very goth.
Yours is very you, Morgan.
The
True.
goth deck. Yeah, it's very divine feminine energy, which makes me feel joy. All right, I'm going for it. The reveal.
Harper's career.
Another one.
Four of Cups. Oh boy.
Oh, this is the one we always have issues with.
Yeah. It's upright.
That's good. I got the inverse hanged one, and in this deck, it's sacrifice.
Ooh.
And a little background. Let me just tell you really quickly.
Okay.
Who this goddess is. Oh, it's Guan Yin. I don't know if you know of her or them. Technically, I think this deck calls Guan Yin a goddess, but they're supposed to be just like gender fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But it says, honored as the Holy Mother of Compassion, Guan Yin is one of the most beloved goddesses of China. Instead of allowing herself to enjoy heaven's delights, Guan Yin vowed never to leave the earth until the last human was free from pain, sacrificing herself for the greater good of all.
Wow.
So she's some great energy.
And so if it's inverse, what does that mean?
So reversed, this means lack of compassion, avoiding pain for gain, focus on materialism to the detriment of spiritual values. So honestly, wholehearted, I'm going to be just like really honest with this one.
Yeah, go for it.
This could mean that you could be unhappy in your future career, which I think everybody goes through, forms of unhappiness in different careers. And I think that sometimes it can be used as a stepping stone, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Four of Cups means something similar. Like it represents kind of weariness and stagnation. And the card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, that traditional deck, is like this guy and he's sitting by a tree and he's like grumpy. Like all these resources that are right there for him to grab, but he like feels like apathetic about them.
Yeah.
And he's kind of in like a period of like stagnation.
You know that hand symbolism in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck where there's like a hand coming out or whatever? So he's sitting under a tree and he's got 3 cups in front of him, and then there's this hand that's like trying to offer him this like has to do with dissatisfaction and like apathy towards something. So you have like a career that you don't really enjoy or really like, and it's just dissatisfying, but that could lead to, something greater. But
so I would say take the cups. Don't be like that guy. Like,
take the cups. All right.
We've been getting a lot of pentacles today.
Yeah, we have. We've been pulling a lot of cards today. So
yeah, true.
Okay, so what was your next question, Harper?
How did we decide on the wording, Morgan?
Yeah, this is kind of like a 2-facet question, Erin, so we'll just do 2 separate readings, I think, for this. But the first one is, how can I maintain my relationships after school?
Okay. Let's do a 2 card so they can kind of read off of each other.
Okay, so then it'll be, a mixture of how can I maintain my relationships after school and what kind of relationships should I maintain.
Yeah. So the first one will be like how, and then the second one will be like what kind.
Yeah, okay. My cards, Harper, are 30 times the size, not actually, but they're like way bigger than an average deck.
I know they're
Yeah.
pretty pretty hardy.
Yeah, they're hard. Oh, they hardy. Hardy like my soul.
This is totally what I've been thinking about Halloween costumes because it's gonna be that time of year.
Yes.
2 months. So and one of the things I'm thinking about is hamburger Harper.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna wear a big hamburger helper glove on my whole body.
I want like detailed shots.
We pulled the lovers.
Ooh.
What did you get, Erin?
So for the first question, like how to maintain these relationships, I got the Wheel of Fortune inverse, which is going to be more of a warning of what to watch out for. And then for what kind of relationship to like maintain, I got the lovers, which is like, could it be more accurate? So inverse Wheel of Fortune, I'd say this is like what you need to look out for is failure, broken sequence, interruption, or inconsistency due to unexpected events. So I think that like the unexpected events deals with like quarantine, you know, like obviously it's really hard to maintain friendships right now. So I would just try to like work past that, especially right now.
Okay.
And then for what kind of relationships you should maintain, I got the lovers, and that represents love, unity, confidence, possible romance too. So the lovers kind of they can represent either a romantic relationship or like a friendship, but it's a lot about like unity and like closeness with someone.
Okay.
Yeah, in the deck that I did 2 Alstroemeria, and those represent like significant friendship, almost like a soulmate type thing that doesn't necessarily mean like romance, but it means people that are like you can personally connect with, I think.
I see. Cool.
Okay, so I got inverse Prince of Swords for how. So these are kind of weird the way that I'm going to read these. This means waiting for news, feeling inarticulate, unable to defend oneself, and confusing messages. So technically, the way that I'm reading that is the way that you can maintain your relationships is to make sure that you stay in communication.
I'm gonna maybe try and move to somewhere quieter for a second.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, much better.
So
That's less dark.
for the how can I maintain my relationships after school? The way that I was saying, the way that I'm reading this is probably going to be like a little different. So it's reversed. So in my book, it means waiting for news, feeling inarticulate, unable to defend oneself, and confusing messages. So I think, like Erin said, like that's something that you need to like stay away from.
Mhm.
The swords suit is ruled by air, which rules the mind, intellect, communication, that kind of stuff. So specifically, the Prince of Swords is air of air. Like that is the ruling like elements. It is air. So I think that in order to maintain relationships, you really need to focus on communicating your like what's going on internally, your needs, your wants, like emotions, whatever it is. Like you just need to be sure that you are being yourself and honest, and
Okay.
that you can still defend yourself with somebody. And so like that's where I got the inverse star for what kind of relationships to look for. And again, I'm taking this as like the opposite of the thing, but it means not following your bliss, insecurity, feelings of unworthiness. So I would say that you need to look for people that will allow you to follow your bliss, that will make you feel secure, that will give you feelings that you are worthy, you know, that you are like worth time, effort, importance, like all that stuff. Like that's how I take it.
Okay. That's awesome. Cool.
Cool. Yeah. All right, you got any other questions?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like I'm not very good at like just coming up with things.
Out of what we've read to you, is there anything that's like confusing to you at all?
I don't think so. I feel like especially the card that you said about making sure to really communicate feels really like accurate for me, you know?
Yeah.
And it's something I need to work on. So just like having that like said out loud
Oh,
is like good motivation to do that.
good. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you for
Thank you.
Love you both.
I love you so much.
Love you too, Harper. Yeah, have a good rest of your day.
Bye, you too.
Bye.